Okay, this one's for my fellow Captain Dolores. Just running back over what you can do with reputation marks. Now here I am, I just finished a regular mission in Delta Quadrant, and bam, here it is. Some mark reward. I'll take that, and there's 10 more marks right there. Some other things. You get those from doing particular missions, such as missions in the Delta Quadrant. They'll usually give you those missions for particular factions, like on Romulus or on the Defura battleground. I forget exactly where that is. So open your character tab, reputation tabs, and you see all the reputations here on the side. And I'm going to go ahead and, they're reputations, they're factions, and you gain, you use these, do these little missions, you gain reputation with them. As you gain each level, you gain new passive abilities and new equipments you can purchase, buy, whatever. So, I believe it started with the Omega, which is anti-Borg, New Kara, which is anti-Tholian, who the hell needs that, New Romulus, which is science boosting, the Dyson Joint, which is good for anti-Voth, 8472, which is anti-Undyne, the Delta Alliance, which is just some good all-around gear, Iconian, good gear, the Terran Task Force is, I believe, high DPS, and the Temporal is special bonuses. There's supposed to be a new one coming out soon, Lucari. So one thing we got going here is, what you want to look to do, here's my Terran marks, is you got 2 normal projects here, which is where you also get your special gear that you're going to end up getting ground gear, space gear. You can't get all the gear until you've maxed out your reputations. And once you maxed them out, you also get, you earn these passive abilities and then 1 active ability, or sometimes passive. Yeah, it's active. Let's go to something else. Iconian. So, what you want to do is the daily here, and the hourly. The hourly is going to give you more reputation per mark, but if you're looking to really grind it up and you have a lot of extra marks, you can do the dailies too. They also give a dilithium reward and reputation for the first 3 times you do the daily in a day. I'm going to do the hourly. So I'm going to click in, I'm going to start it. You can always set a daily or set your equipment on the next logic slot, or even go ahead and activate an hourly again on the same slot. Cost some energy credits, cost some expertise, and cost those marks. Once you drop these in, you get an item, which is useful. I've got some good stuff there. There are already 5, so once this one here is maxed out, all you can do is the continued hourly. Once again, it'll only give dilithium 3 times a day, but the costs are pretty much the same. And the important thing is sometimes getting equipment out of these. Here's the daily 48472. Now, once you get one of these maxed out into full experience, you're going to find out that you can't get the dailies or hourlies anymore. It's because you have to actually level up. You can't gain more experience until you level up. So that's where you come down to the 3rd icon here, upgrades available, and then you'll see claim to your reputation. This one here is only going to have, 5 marks, usually. So I'm going to contribute to that. And this one here, as opposed to the other ones that take an hour or take 20 hours, this one here only takes a handful of seconds. Collect the reward. Usually a lot of them give you an extra mission. Now what this also up does is instead of getting a tier 3 crate or tier 4, I'll get the next level up crate when I do the project. So here it is, the hourly and the daily are back. Select that. Go ahead and run that in. It's kind of nice because you get all this, little equipment here, and some of it's actually useful. I'm going to go ahead and just open everything. I'm going to close all of these by just hitting OK. Biomolecular Phaser Beam Bank, and Thoron Infused Polaron, Withering Disruptor, Dual Heavy Cannons. That one's not bad if you use those items. Radiant Anti-Proton Cannon. Yeah, pretty much I think these are all junk. Now there is for each of these, a higher level other than marks item. Like here we have the Terran Gravimetric Inducer. The Iconians have the Iconian Probe Data Core. Once you get your level, I believe 4 or 5, you can start getting those out of these requisition crates. You may also get them from very hard levels of doing tactical instances. Because here, all these missions here, choice of marks, choice of marks, choice of marks. And it'll tell you what you'll get here. And of course, if you do it at a higher difficulty, you're more likely to get, you know, the gravimetric inducer or whatever not. In fact, this is, for a while, was some of the only way to get it. Choice of marks, choice of marks. Usually these are specific to whatever, like there you go. Hive Onslaught, Infected, those give you specifically Omega marks. If you're ever looking for anything in particular from the PVQs, you can always click Reward and select whatever mark you want. So the Delta marks, which also are known for the Ancient Power Cells, those are the ones that'll get this power cell. Undine marks, and Isomorphic Injectors. So only 3 will actually give you an Isomorphic Injection, and there it is, shows you on the rewards as well. So you need those for some of your rewards as well. I'm trying to think what else I want to cover. Sets, I guess. The sets I usually go for is the Nukara has an item, I think. Where is it? That's actually quite useful. Ground gear, no. Oh, the space gear? There we go, the Nukara Particle Converter. Largely because this gives specifically... Nope. 5 shield power setting. I like that for that. That's not the one I'm looking for. Is it? Could have sworn it gave... Oh, there we go. 10% accuracy of beam weapons. For some reason I didn't see it a moment ago. But yeah, that's why I like that one. The Romulus set, which you can either get a Romulus or Riemann version. The Riemann versions I think you can actually get out of Quest too. Supposedly those are good science items. The Dyson set, I don't use those. I put them on the Dyson Destroyer just for the hell of it. I don't use anything Nukara. The Task Force Omega. Now, the Space Gear has some good things. Not the Mako set. I don't use the Mako. Other people talk about the Assimilated, though. Particularly the Assimilated Impulse Engine, which has a special ability you see up there. 102.9 sector space transwarp, which makes it one of the fastest engines for traveling in sector space, which is excellent for Tour of the Galaxy mission. Makes you a little bit faster. A lot bit faster, I think. It's actually very effective for that. But usually I get this because I think it's a decent overall set just to have. I think it's easy to get because Omega marks are always available because there's always freaking Borg distress calls. So Omega marks I think are always easy to get. And so I get that. I haven't really played with a lot of these other sets, but they're worth looking into. I believe on the ground gear, if you get a full set that has an alkalate attached to it usually, getting the set and equipping it. And of course, since they are sets, they are, you know, 3-piece bonuses, 4-piece bonuses. But you get some really nice gear through that. And that's pretty much going to cover my little doodad on reputations. Have fun now.